What's up, guys? It is Maxwell back with the next video. Actually decided to throw an odd one in here for you guys, something I haven't really done lately. I'm actually going to hop on stream in a couple of minutes, aka on Adam's stream, because my friend Adam, aka Time2Clash, is right now streaming on Twitch the final minutes, hours of this war, and it's really close. OneHive have a bunch of attacks left. We've already used all our attacks. I've used all my attacks, so we'll see how this one goes down, and gonna be chatting it a bit with Adam. So yeah, we'll see. Should be fun. So stay tuned. Hey Adam, what's up? Happy to be here. Yeah, nice try on your attack. Unfortunately, didn't quite work out. We just
man, that was terrible. We don't need to pretend it was a bad attack. My first one went pretty well, but my second one, I really messed it up. We're in trouble here as well on this dip. Why are we still using miners? I have no idea. Do you know why we're still using miners?
I think it's a 10v10 on Robbie, right? You're talking what the attack on number 8?
Yeah, the Robinho hit. Sorry, did I call it a dip? I didn't mean to. It is a 10v10, but miners, I mean.
Yeah, they seem weaker because you get less now with the or other things just seem stronger. So
yeah, I mean he's not done bad. 94%. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh here, but he doesn't quite get it done. So it is a defense for the Wales. Nice job there.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have to apologise to you as well. We were supposed to do this with 30 minutes left, and obviously, I've not done too well. You know, my timing has been terrible. But I am so glad you're here. Have you enjoyed the war at least so far?
No, it's all good, man. You know YouTube, the shorter, the sweeter. So that's fine. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the outcome doesn't really matter. It was never like, with us, of course, being 1 turn 11 up, it was never going to be a really fair war. I think that John, like, sort of last minute offered to your leaders that we would make it even, but they said, let's just roll with it, have some fun, and I think we both sides had. So, like, however this one ends, it's insignificant. It's been a great war. It's been really fun, I think.
Yeah, you've woke us up to the fact as well that since the finals, we did pretty well in playoffs for 10v11, but since then, we've been doing a lot of 11v11 with the CCL wars and just with wanting to do 11v11 with the new update and everything, and reminding us that 10v11 is still important. And as you know, the stats, we were 0 from 7 at one point. We're a bit rusty there, and so thank you for waking us up at least on that one.
I was wondering, has Eve not been on voice today?
He was on, but he was very quiet. I don't know.
He still has 1 attack left as well, so we're gonna get to see him live still.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, you're out now, aren't you? That's you done. 80-80.
Yeah.
So you're all done.
We are, like, it's strange. I mean, we're probably gonna have to adjust a bit for CWL just because of tactics, but we like to go early, man. We go early on the 9s. We go early on everything. Like, it's oftentimes we're done with like an hour or hour and a half left in war.
So realistically, I mean, obviously we're 4 stars down. We've got plans for 8 and 10, so that's potentially 112 stars, a dip for 113 and a 10v11. So yeah, we're looking at 2 10v10 triples to have a chance here. You were right, you do have an 11 advantage, but we're not giving up. We're going for it.
Yeah, but that's pretty much exactly the difference then, right? Like 1 turn 11, that's 2 more dips, aka 2 more stars. So realistically, I guess you could say if you 2-star at 11, it's like that even.
Yeah, no, that's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. And I agree with you. This has been a lot of fun. As soon as I saw it match up, I was like, awesome. Then someone told me it was a mismatch, and I was just like, man, I don't even care. I really don't even care. It's going to be a great war with some great hits and 17 10v10s. I bet you're already planning which ones you're recapping, aren't you?
Yeah, man, it's rough. I mean, I don't want to make my videos so super long, so I've actually been cutting down on like, if we have like 10, or like the war after the update against LP4 Hades, we had 13 10v10s. So yeah, I didn't show all of those, so a couple of guys were upset about that. But you know, with the meta progressing and 10v10 becoming easier, it's like gonna go more towards like 9v9 and being looked at it like 9v9 a bit more, and you don't show all the 9v9s in a recap anyways also. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
Suze is going to try and clean up my complete mess. I have a feeling Suze is going to do a much better job than me. That was really bad.
It's tough. I mean, honestly, these 10v11 hits with the execution, like how quickly you got to do things and have everything down just at the right timing, it's like very, very tough. And For example, in this case, we see also the wall breakers in the wizard tower splash because the golem has already been targeting the wall. Like, it's such small details, and like prior to this update we were talking about like how crazy tough the meta is for 10v11 and how some clans were struggling so much, and then that switched because everybody was all of a sudden doing 11v11. But like for this war, for example, strategy wise, so last war we were running all anti 3-star bases actually, with a heavier breakdown, more 11s compared to the 10s. And then for this breakdown, like very light on 11s compared to 10s, we decided that it was not going to come down to 11v11, so we switched back to anti-2, and then of course that makes it hard again for the 10v11 hitters.
Well, I was kind of surprised when I saw the CWL breakdowns. Obviously there's no breakdown for Invite, but realistically Invite does tend to follow suit with the others, and like they're not really pushing people for the more 11s, and I was surprised that I thought there would be a little bit of a nudge towards adding more 11s in, then obviously that would in turn push Invite towards doing that as well, and that hasn't been the case. So I totally get your reasoning for switching the breakdown and going back to lots of 10s, because that probably is what CWL is going to look like, at least in the early part of the season, until more of those 11s are confident enough to be in war.
Actually, it wasn't even based on that. Like for this war, we just basically we spun who we had opted in.
Oh, okay.
So,
there's me giving you all this tactical credit. No.
Yeah, no, it's like that's not. We just like I think we're gonna like what I meant with the strategy was like whenever we have a war, we're just gonna determine like how many 11s do we have compared to 10s, and then like base the 11 or like choose the 11 bases on that. So like if you spin a breakdown with like where you can clear the 10s with like, I don't know, 5 or 6 10v10s these days, yeah, it's definitely worth to think about anti 3-star bases on turn 11, because a lot of clans can get 5, 6, 7, even more. Like we see relatively unknown clans have like 9 10v10s all of a sudden. That just wouldn't happen prior to the update. So
it's interesting because as soon as this is finished, I'm diving over to OneHive Prime, who are also in a war with Art of War. And Art of War have got about 8 or 9 10v10s. I'm not saying Art of War are a bad clan, but I mean, they've never had 9 10v10s before, sort of thing. So it's a big change.
Like also
against, she just gets the Town Hall. No way, she's getting percentage though.
Not... Like also against LP4 Hades, I said we had 13 10v10s that war, and we actually lost because they also had 10 10v10 triples, and that's not something that LP4 Hades had done before. And they had 2 11 versus 11 triples, and we only won. So, and then we lost by 1 star. So that's pretty crazy, and definitely something you gotta get used to. But I feel like we are gonna have enough time now until CWL starts.
Yeah, have you already got plans for the next couple of weeks? Like, do you already know who you're facing?
Yes, so we're gonna. Our first matchup is gonna be against Kansha, but that's actually gonna be next week, so not this week. We might be warring WHF this weekend, but that wouldn't be a placement war. That would just sort of be like for fun. And then we've got Elite Gaming, and I can't remember the third one now, but the placement wars are all set, and yeah, starting next week.
Excellent. I mean, I'm gonna have to ask you this because I don't know the answer to this. The provisional thing, have they given you an explanation as to what it actually means?
Yeah, so yes, they have. It basically means, so it doesn't mean that you're like not in the league or anything. It basically means that they explain it like this, that they haven't been able to properly watch these clans lately, so they like wanna watch how they behave, how they arrange their wars, how they treat their opponents, how they basically behave in CWL lobby or on Twitter or whatever, and just basically make sure that you understand the conduct of like fair play and act that way. And as long as you do that, yeah, everybody should be fine and everybody should be in. That's the way they explain it to us. So I'm not worried whatsoever, because like what used to occur in war, it's what used to cause those uproars. All of that is gone and not in the clan anymore. So yeah, I am not worried at all.
No, that's good. Like I said, I wasn't sure the exact details of it. So basically, if everything goes well, you're in, and everything should go well, so you're in.
Like, it shouldn't even depend on the outcome of the wars. Like, as you can see with this war, I mean, we're up against the CWL finalist in OneHive, and like the war's like dead even. As I said, we are up 2 stars probably, but that's because we have the extra 11. So,
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. And
as far as the quality inside the clan goes, I don't think there's any question with us, because like we've shown that we are definitely good enough to be an invite. I guess it's more like they want to see like how we, as I said, treat our opponents and all that good stuff. And yeah, we have like no intentions to getting any unfair advantages. Like we are all fair. Like all the leaders, if you look who's leading now, like TDH, who's talked to TDH knows like that he's one of the nicest guys ever. Red 5, everybody knows him in the community. John, who was basically, a lot of people are mistaking about this. John was not a leader of Warwaits in Season 2. And then, of course, we've got York and A-Team. So, yeah, all of those guys, really solid in my opinion, really fair and open and honest. So, yeah, leadership is like not doing anything right now that would like cause us to be in any shady circumstances.
Go on, then. The question I've got to ask you then is this. If War Whales come up against Spartan's Legacy and everything's running nicely in Invite, which clan are you in that weekend? Come on, tell me.
Well, that's not a question because I'm a co-leader in War Whales and just a member pleb in SL.
All right.
No,
So
no,
you'll pull
but
rank.
no, but that's something we like have been talking a lot about in both clans. Got another live, by the way. ASAP AK's in. But we just hope it doesn't happen during a regular season. If it does, it's probably just going to be like a family scrim with all those dual members. And honestly, during the regular season, we wouldn't really be worried because with the potential that both clans possess, we're both probably going to make it to the playoffs anyways. Just in the playoffs, it would be a little bit tough, but we're going to worry about it when it comes to that. It's like it doesn't get you anywhere to worry about that now, but I would most likely.
It is crazy when you're talking about. I mean, Season 4 playoffs are probably going to be May. That's like 4 and a bit months away. That's an eternity in Clash. Who knows what could happen by then?
Exactly. Like 10 people might quit, and there may not even be so many duels as like we have now. Because right now, obviously, there's a lot of duels with SL and Warweights. But yeah, as I said, we're gonna worry about that when it comes to that. But most likely, I would be like also because I'm like a war general in Warweights, so if I were missing as a Town of 9 SL, probably wouldn't be that tough. But if I were missing in Warwitz, it would probably be tough. So I don't know. We're gonna like make individual decisions on that, but we're not really worried about that right now.
Nice start here by ASAP AK. He's getting it done so far. Entry got what he wanted. Maybe not quite as much as he would have liked. I think he would have hoped to have got to that air defense particularly, but obviously those bowlers sort of not going into the rage and hanging around on the outside messed him up. And as you can see, he's passed a long way away from that Inferno. Because of that, the Inferno takes down the Hound, which means the air defenses will take down the Loons. He's trying his best to sort of overpower with the spells, using those spells to get those Loons across the base. But as if things weren't going bad enough, they path to the outside mortar, and that just ends this one. Nice try by ASAP AK. We're going to dive out because we know there's more hits going in. Well, that's a defense, so that is now mathematically over. As well as that, we have Pero going in. Let's have a quick look what Pero's doing. And then we'll try and find the 11. Has the 11 gone 11v11?
Eve did go for the 11v11, but one start.
Ah, okay. So Pero's in with our last chance here, which I don't think he's going to get either. It doesn't look like it. Those miners are tight. He's had to use a lot of heals, probably more than he would have liked. King's actually helping out a little bit, doing a little bit of tanking.
Needed to get that expo because I didn't go down in the last attack, but now no heal spell left. It's going to be tough. But he might get it, actually.
It looked horrible last time, but then it finished closer. This looks a little bit better.
That was because
that bomb tower.
He didn't get the expo last time. That was what really hurt. I think it's so still fail. It's too much trash buildings around the outside. The miners are not going to target the last defenses for too long, so it's not going to work, unfortunately.
And if nothing else, even if he did get around, that town hall would just tie everything up while that cannon had some fun picking them off.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, great job by War Whales. Great job, guys. Get some spam in that chat for War Whales. Get those War Whales emotes out there. Show some love. Solid win by them. I do agree with Chris. I think a Town Hall 11 probably is 3 stars, but they won by 4 anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. Nice job back to War Whales. Obviously, some beautiful stats there, though. There were some really nice 10v11 hits by you guys. We had some nice ones.
Oh, yeah.
We just took too many attempts.
Oh, yeah, we killed it.
10v11 on 10v10s.
4 out of 6 this war. Big shout out to our 10v11 squad. That was pretty good, yeah.
So yeah, guys, spam those whales in chat. Show some love to War Whales. I'm not going to stay on here too long. I will be showing a lot of these hits on a YouTube video, a recap, and obviously Maxwell will be doing the same as well.
Of course.
I'll retweet his as soon as his comes out. So anybody following me, you'll get to see Maxwell's. But I'm going to cover the screen real quick because I'm going to dive over. We've got another war going on with OneHive Prime. Are you aware that OneHive Prime are in CWO Rising this year?
Now I am.
There you go.
It's tough to follow all the leagues. I mean, there are so many clans playing competitive now, which is awesome, but at the same time, it makes it tough to keep up, like especially for the leaders or even like YouTubers of Invite, and then I'm coordinating as well. So that's really tough. I'd rather focus on Warways and Spots Legacy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And people have been saying this to me like, oh, you know, Adam, are you less excited for Invite because there's less clans? And it's like, no, I don't mind that there's less clans. I really don't. As long as there's good clans that aren't going to drop out and aren't going to cheat, I couldn't care less if there's only 8 clans. 8's more than enough for me. The fact that there's going to be probably 18 is you know, I think it's fine. I think we're going to have a great season. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. And thanks for having me on, Adam. As always, it's been a pleasure. I'm actually also gonna dive off and talk to my guys for a bit longer. And yeah, until next time.
Yeah, no, thank you very much for being here. And obviously, I am sorry that we were later than intended. I promise I'll get my attacks done quicker next time.
It's all good, man. Yeah, war always first, of course.
Great job on your dips as well. I mean, you smashed it. So again, great work.
Thank you. All right, next time, Adam. Take care.
Do me a favor as well. When you're in the chat, do drop your YouTube links, and then the people can jump on there and throw you a sub while they're knocking around.
Oh, sure, I will. Okay, thank you.
Excellent. Catch you soon, man.
Alright guys, that was Adam, and that was the final moments of the war. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely let me know if you did. Feel free to also subscribe to Adam's YouTube channel. Link is going to be in the video description, or like follow him on Twitch. Link is also of course going to be in the video description. This was a spontaneous idea by me actually, and he was down to do it, so big shout out to Adam. Of course he and I get along very well, so quite fun. And yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Nice win for Wales. I've shown it quite a bit, guys. 114, 110. As I said, we were up that one extra Town Hall 11, but still we won by 4, so I guess that sort of makes up for it. But anyways, guys, recap is of course gonna be coming on this war most likely tomorrow. So until that time, I will see you all later. Peace out.